This is your PlayStation 4 speaking.
What?
Thank you for playing this Metal Gear game.
Doot, 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 doot.
This is Big Boss, the player character.
Shut down your NES right now. Well, let's come back
they
to that
did
thought.
a fun
Let's come back to that thought later. But yeah, no,
they did the fun harken back to that in Metal Gear Solid 2 with Colonel Campbell.
Yeah.
Like, stop what you're doing right now. Turn off this console.
Anyway, folks, I'm Mysterious CG.
I'm Bobo the Vulture.
And we are about to restore mission. No, we are going to. We just put pause on the helicopter. Chico has already been lifted out. So when we get back to Mother Base, we'll be able to hear all about how much better Costa Rican coffee is than any other coffee. We'll be able to find out all sorts of stuff about Otopogo.
I can't wait to see all of the advancements that we've made to Zeke.
Oh, absolutely. And I'm really excited to listen to Dr. Strangelove explain why women are so much better than men.
Well, also hear taunt Huey for being crippled.
You want me, don't make me laugh, Mr. Anyway.
I like men who can stand on their own.
And then she kicks him in the nuts. But all that stuff is going to have to wait until we get into that chopper and get out of here.
Alright, get in. Time to go.
And we now have infinite trank ammo. But because we were not detected as we left, we'll get out. We'll get out okay. Now, if you try to leave from the middle of the base, you will have a firefight ahead of you to get out. Yeah, whatever, guys.
You have infinite middle finger ammo. Oh.
Which, you know, all of us do, unless you had some horrible accident with your fingers.
I like a man who can flip the bird on his own.
Doesn't need me to flip his bird for him. Score, like, C. Yep.
C rank.
How'd I call it? I've never gotten an S even off camera, but I've done much better than that. Escaped prisoners recovered, 0. No reflex, 0. Retries, 7. That pretty much did it. We got some points for prisoner rescues. Lost points for enemy combat alerts. We got points for not killing anybody, but it was the 7 retry. Like, retries more than anything will kill you.
Yeah.
Time will just prevent you from earning points. So if you spend like an hour escaping after you've been detected rather than continuing, your score is still going to suck, but nowhere near as bad as if you're just like, fuck it, move on. Which is, you know, when you're LPing, don't spend an hour evading getting away after you got spotted. So, not a good...
I get the feeling Lethal is going to do a, one long video go through of this, in which, he takes everybody out and rescues everything perfect, and he's doing all this awesome, cool stealth stuff.
More power to him, and not to be contrary, but Lethal will also memorize every enemy's layout before he goes in, which is not how it would work in the real world anyway, okay? I'm just saying. It's not Lethal. There's a whole genre of LPing where you're like, yes, if you know exactly where everyone is going to be at all times, that's probably more than Stake would have available when he's trying to do this. Just saying. He also wouldn't be able to continue after repeatedly fucking up like we do. I'm just saying. All right, but
hey man, my intelligence is unparalleled.
Kept you waiting, huh? He's got to get through. He's got to get through Peace Walker first, and he's got to. There's an awful lot of stuff that we didn't showcase. He has a showcase, like the date with Kaz mission, which we might have to go back and do.
Yeah. Well, no.
We never fought Otopogo. I don't think you can fight Otopogo literally.
You can't fight Otopogo. You would just find it.
There's other stuff you can do. But yeah, you guys probably want us to get to the ending, so let's do that.
Oh, yeah. I guess that's probably the thing.
I guess that's the thing. And now you can go back without fear and watch those Sidehouse videos. I was hoping not to make that message pop up. I don't know how people have been avoiding that. I turned off all notifications.
Snake.
Remember what the call said?
Snake!
Blood. She has an owie. They stitched her up. Why are we upset?
Paramedic.
She did say something about her stomach not feeling good.
Yeah. And about pain.
And Big Boss said something about turning off your console now.
Damn it, we were set up. We gotta get it out.
Well, medic.
Don't type for anesthetic. We have to open her now.
I feel like I probably should have checked that when I first got her on the chopper, but
Hold her down. Hold her
just taking a
down.
cursory look at her torso.
Well, I mean, he's here to... He's probably trying to help Chico be able to walk again. I don't know. Yeah, see? Remember when Mega Man
Nice.
used to blink?
Yeah. I'm blinking right now.
It's like lasagna.
Looks like...
Chico, you said you were in love with her, right? Well, take a good long look. Poor kid.
Alright, Chico, time to play Find the Ogopogo.
Oh, jeez. Is the talking cat gonna tell you where the bomb is, Chico? Now, of course, Skullface said something about this Trojan horse operation as a go. So, I guess what we're meant to believe is that Snake was intended to get her out. A little anesthesia might not have been such a bad thing. Because she could go into shock and die at this point. This is all because you tried to steal our Metal Gear, you know.
Boss.
It's beautiful.
By the way, I'm still in pain.
No, the screaming ends because the dramatic scene is over. Hey, no littering.
Breathing stable. No active bleeding.
Really?
Closing her up. Hold her steady.
She's
gotta
totally
be a
clean.
physical
I don't even need to disinfect.
Control tower, this is Morpho 1. All hummingbirds are on the wing. We'll shake hands, then head back to the cage. Boss, you got a call. Boss, can you hear me?
What's up, Huey?
Our guests are right on
Scored with
time.
Strangelove.
Document destruction and hangar decontamination are complete. AFVs have been stowed away, and Zeke's on the seafloor along with a nuke. Everyone's got their story straight. The guided tour will be wrapped up by the time you get home.
Make me proud.
By the time they leave, I'll have the IAEA praising us as the poster boys for world peace. Out.
Well, that's my mission. Leave
World
the
peace
IAEA.
out.
Yeah.
So
it's a happy ending.
I guess
Tower,
so.
this is Morpho 1. Do you copy?
Yeah, go to zero.
No, we only print and scan facts.
Trying to go paperless. So the IAEA are
We're investigating the
big smokers.
mother base, I guess.
Yeah, no, they were investigating Mother Base.
Hey, speak of the devil.
Apparently there was some disagreement about the IAEA's itinerary. Yeah, that was covered a little bit in the like pre-mission brief stuff, but they're here to like investigate, and we're like trying to hide the fact that we have a nuke from them. And I don't know that the IAEA usually like does this when they investigate someplace.
Yeah.
Commander Miller!
Kaz is actually fighting.
Oh yeah.
We wanted him to do that in the last game, they wouldn't let us.
So are these white helmets.
Fucking UN, probably. We know that they're the true enemies of Big Boss. It's those black UN helicopters. Bear in mind, folks, this was kind of a prequel little game. This is like the demo for a game that's coming out.
Yeah.
So expect a lot of like setting up of questions. Uh-oh.
That's yeah.
I think it already came in, actually.
Oh, there's some more incoming.
Good, he got bullet time again. You should be ready for this, Kaz. This is like a day at the park for somebody who's on the Japanese self-defense force.
Like I realized,
Yeah,
there are other things in a theory that JSDF does, but I only ever think of them like
They
lining up vehicles trying to attack Godzilla.
Did they deal with like Om Shinrikyo maybe? I don't know. Quick, take this helicopter back to Mother Fa- Oh god. Alright, let's go back to Guantanamo.
Guantanamo.
He was an anonymous extra, it's not worth it.
For Vulture!
Actually, yeah, it would be so awesome we find out the code name of that guy in Phantom Pain.
The moment that I watched White Pikachu die.
Kinkachu, whatever. Pikachu, Pika.
Why didn't they follow their emergency evacuation plans? They all know they're supposed to inflate their Fultons the moment we get overrun.
No, not our office block. Oh, this sucks, man. The medic bay, the food court.
The Sbarro.
Inspection was nothing but a smoke screen.
Do you know how many cardboard tanks we lost?
I heard explosions, then... They played us like a damn fiddle! Give it back! This isn't right, that was ours! We built it, damn it!
For Vulture! Uh-oh.
You spying bitch!
Hey, you knew she was a triple agent, you said.
Come on, start talking, bitch! Come on, get up and start talking!
Well, I have been waiting for some answers from her. Are you gonna sing for us J-pop songs now? That's right, unnamed medic.
There's...
Deal with them.
Alright, we got it out.
Oh no, you were supposed to keep it. It was a gift.
There's another...
Oh, women do have more hiding places. Well, she survived falls into the water before, so she should be fine. Maybe not. Well, jeez. No wonder Boss said turn off your video game console right now. I think it.
To be continued in the next mission.
To be continued in the full price game. Smoke from the disaster is visible in the coastline. The media blame money-minded private militias, and scandal followed when the U.S. was fingered as one of the organization's top clients. Response Secretary of Defense publicly stated that neither the United States nor its allies had any hand in the incident.
Well, see, the U.S. being fingered was part of the problem with hiding that bomb.
And also, NATO.
Reports also suggested that IAEA inspectors visited the site. However, the UN and the IAEA insist that no such inspection took place. Other countries among the organization's long list of clients avoided comment altogether.
Like Zanzibar land, the casualty figure is uncertain. There are no known survivors. However, in the moments prior to and following the incident, several unidentified military helicopters were sighted in the area. Black UN helicopters.
I thought there were CIA helicopters, the black ones.
Your favorite song?
And it's like J-pop song.
Nicola
that Kaz
Bard.
sings.
Immigrants wrongly executed,
Oh, you're gonna explain the whole thing now?
but their deaths served as a message to others
Don't come to America.
that ours is a society that murders the innocent. Do you too believe your sacrifice will change the world?
Are you that stupid?
Are ya tick? Thank you, Mr. Chico.
So there's Riku as Paz.
Oh, that was Riku.
That was Riku.
Oh, okay.
Wasn't the last game too. Christopher Randolph. I was like, who is he? Oh, wait, he's Hal. I'm like, why do I know his name? Oh yeah, Hal.
Oh, they had motion capture guard dogs. Oh, nice.
I'm not sure if I should be listening to this song without a like connector plugged into a hole in my chest.
They never really did get around to explaining that, did they?
No, it seems like he might have done it to himself, but I don't think he did the thing with his Achilles tendons though.
Yeah.
So I definitely like this original better than the cover at the end of 4, but the cover at the end of 4 is still good.
Oh, yeah. So,
Gimmick? Stone Cold was involved with this game. And my favorite white beat babyface, Jumping Solid Snake out of Norman, Oklahoma. Bodacious Big Boss. So you were saying?
oh yeah, I guess maybe it's weird to say or think now, but like I was sort of expecting not to, like one of those like mix where like I feel like this would be a moment that they might go for, but at the same time they might just pull back. But in the last couple of seconds of our ending scene there, as Paz is saying the bomb, there was another. I was expecting a boot to come at her solar plexus. But she just sort of like crossed her arms and sort of delicately flew back. Whether, like, I was just like, so is it going to be Kaz or is it going to be Boss that just boots her off the damn plane?
Yeah. My understanding from what I've seen from the previews and stuff is that that's going to be Boss by the end of the next game.
Yeah.
The next game is basically supposed to be about Boss, just his descent into, you know, being a guy who would conceivably be the villain of a Metal Gear game. But, seems like a good start. You know, he and his buddy build up a nice little organization. They got some guys, Vulture and, you know, all those various guys who look kind of like Hitler.
Yeah.
You know,
some good chefs.
the known, so presumably, Big Boss got out of this alive, which would mean that having been on the helicopter with him, there's a good chance in my mind that
Kazuhira survived.
Who survived?
Master Miller survived.
Yeah, we're pretty sure Master Miller survived. Oh, he appears in the preview. In the videos about the next game, like the previews and stuff, Master Miller and Big Boss are clearly alive. You haven't watched this.
I'm not. I'm a guy that doesn't watch previews for stuff. I just like, all right, so this is the chapter that's done. This is the information that's been presented.
Well, the preview was released officially at by Kojima, but
yeah, like I've
but I'm thinking
I
those
only fairly recently watched the Star Wars prequel preview.
Those two guys are I actually haven't watched it yet, but those two guys are alive. So there's a good chance that unnamed medic, helicopter pilot, and Chico are alive, but none of those are confirmed.
Yeah.
I'd have to think, Huey, does he already have a baby at this point? We may or may not be seeing Huey.
That's possible. It would be, I mean, they mentioned that helicopters were seen flying around the scene, which that may be the several helicopters that were clearly involved in combat there, or it may be that more than one helicopter got out.
But I'm thinking, like, hey, if you're a big fan of, like, Amanda or Dr. Strangelove, I don't have a good feeling about them having a big role to play in the next game.
They'll show up in the next game as a boss.
Oh,
just like
yeah, they've been twisted and
they've been turned into the Black Ninja. Then it's like, oh, by the way,
I'm
actually shut up.
Yeah,
are we gonna start getting any of those? Like I know that say Phantom Pain is supposed to be sort of, I guess, maybe you're hoping for it to be a better quality sort of thing, but like the episode 3 of the Metal Gear Solid story, in which like, all right,
he's supposed to go, he turns into Darth Vader.
Yeah, and this is basically, all right, this sort of like gets us up to where, you know, the other prequel. Or not, the original series of games starts.
Well,
so
there's a lot of stuff.
Are we gonna see Gray Fox? Are we gonna see?
Oh yeah, no. There's a lot of people speculating about that stuff. The biggest problem is it's set in 1985. I don't have my Metal Gear timeline down real good, but there's a little kid who's widely believed to be a young Liquid Snake in it, but he's young enough that it wouldn't make sense. Some of the things that people want to see is like they want to see Foxhound assembled. They want to see like Vulcan Raven and Sniper Wolf appearing as characters who work for Big Boss. I'm like, I don't know. There's a gas mask that appears at one point. There's a lot of people like, oh my god, it's gonna be Psycho Mantis is totally gonna be in the game. I mean, who knows?
Well, yes. Although, like, you know,
I guess we'll know in a couple of weeks. But
you have to realize, like, I guess there have probably been some Metal Gear and Metal Gear Solid games in which you didn't have a gas mask as an item yourself.
Yeah.
But the majority of them, yeah, that was just something that you required for the game. It wasn't necessarily, this is the ominous side of Psycho Mantis' arrival.
Well, I mean, he also, Hideo Kojima is not above, it's been known to be a fan of fucking with fan expectations too, so. But yeah, there are people who thought that, like, maybe you won't even play as Big Boss, maybe you will play as Gray Fox, you know.
Yeah. I guess that's the thing, it's been long enough since I've played a game involving Gray Fox directly that I'm sort of like, I know.
Well, we've played the entire series within the last 3 years or so, of course,
well, yeah.
But yeah.
Like, you know, I haven't touched any of them.
Someone's going to talk to Mr. President, though.
No, or someone.
Cypher's been in hiding ever since his grand experiment.
Grand illusion.
No one's seen him in years. All we hear are orders delivered by proxy.
Orders for Bond movies on Netflix. Oh,
Except you. You met with him, face to face, in order to contact Big Boss.
Man, I didn't need to meet him face to face with
Tell
that.
me where he is. Where is Cypher? Where is Zero? I've never known choice.
I was about to answer you,
Where
and
I
you
was
cut me off.
born, the language I speak. I've never had the freedom to choose for myself.
Oh, I had the freedom to choose both of
But
those
you,
things.
right
Fuck
now,
you, man.
are free. Do as you will.
Have it your own way.
This
It's not like I'll be
safe, Big Boss.
It's not like I'm sticking
It
a bomb
may.
in you.
Will you really kill Zero for me?
Not for you.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna let him live now.
Zero is...
So whoever's
Oh, and then they closed the door.
Ho Chi Minh campaign leads to the fall of Saigon and Vietnam's reunification.
The Soyuz and Apollo spacecraft dock in orbit. The first U.S. Soviet peaceful space test is a success.
The Les Enfants Terribles project is abandoned.
Underground nuclear test site discovered underneath Kalahari Desert. The South African government abandons it.
Iranian revolution leads to the Iran hostage crisis.
President Somoza, ex-SSL, Nicaraguan revolution.
Soviet Union invades Afghanistan.
Iran-Iraq war. We know that one.
Dr. Huey's first child is born. He's named Hal.
Operation Accra. Israeli bombers strike a nuke reactor in Iraq.
Lebanon.
The Grenada invasion. Snake was a part of that.
Guantanamo Bay.
And the president decides to publicly pledges to close the detention facility. To be continued.
Oh, so the Fan and Pain is going to be about Obama closing Guantanamo Bay.
I was about to say. So the next chapter of the story is going to be the entire Obama administration up to this point. Like, still there, man. What are we gonna do?
There's a lot of rumors. Will you be playing as Gray Fox, Big Boss, or Joe Biden? And I'm afraid to touch any buttons, but it doesn't seem to be going anywhere here.
Yeah. There is no outtake reel at the end where
Tom DeLuise goes.
yeah.
We were raised on Hal Needham films, folks. Might explain a lot.
That's why it came out so right.
Yeah, seriously, nothing is happening on my PS4 right now.
Now even with hitting buttons, huh?
Yeah. Did
that seem to happen the previous time?
I can't remember. I mean, the disc got a little bit marked up, so I wonder.
Oh. So if you go to whatever there is a PlayStation button.
Yeah, I mean, I can do the PlayStation button, but this is...
Yeah, that's not going to help you.
So, I mean, we could
here.
stall for time, or we could just call it.
I mean, we could continue. I mean, we're probably going to continue discussing, at least for another moment or two. Honestly, this will look to people a lot like a Peace Walker video, apparently I recently uploaded, where I didn't realize till after fans were watching it, but I guess I missed a lot of the video toward the end of it, and the audio got somehow strange.
Oh, no, I was actually listening to one where, like, I like the ones where there's a lot of in-game dialogue. Like, we're listening to the cassette tapes. I always make fun of those, but I end up liking them better to watch later.
Yeah.
But, Yeah, there came a point where you couldn't hear what Eva was saying anymore, just us making snarky comments.
Whoops. So yeah, so that was I guess what Skullface Skullman.
Skullmaster.
Yes, the robot master from Mega Man 4 was talking to
No, it
Boss.
was Skullmaster. He's trying to defeat Mighty Max and Virgil and the other guy.
He's trying
Norman.
to. I mean, forget creating.
Mighty Max.
Yeah, forget about creating Outer Heaven. He's trying to just return to the upper world where he will be free again.
I will introduce you to new worlds
of
pain.
Something's loading up there.
Yeah. We should be getting back to the title screen where it announces this is the worst score you've ever gotten on the main mission. Are you okay?
Don't you
Oh, no,
dare
it's not
let me
over
get
yet.
this. Keep me dropping. Intubate now. Clear.
I think this is a preview video for Phantom Pain.
Oh well, there we go. I'll get to see.
But not
this.
there's more involved ones out there. Spoilers, Big Boss isn't dead. There's Vulture, oh my god, no.
Clear.
Deceived and left for dead.
Well, there's a British
What is the sound of one eye blinking?
Hello! Oh, he's moving again.
You've been in a coma for quite some time.
I'm
yes,
Dr.
yes, I
Stereotype.
know. You would like to know how long.
Well, I'm not going to tell
I'm
you.
afraid it's been 9 years.
What?
Why are we still here?
Why are you Ben Kingsley?
Are you the Mandarin? Are you gonna completely miss the point of the interview when you go on Colbert's show? Diamond Dogs, that's Diamond Dallas Page's new kennel.
So the Diamond Dogs, but they're with Kimberly the Diamond Doll.
And now we're allowed to record again. I shut off all system notifications. And there's plenty of videos on YouTube of that entire ending without that little message. I don't understand it.
Well, I mean, there are systems that it's been put on other than PS4.
I suppose that's true. But there you
Oh,
go.
thankfully, that hasn't happened to old me yet.
Yep. Of course.
Looking good there. 2 intact arms.
Yeah, but his face is all bloody. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot, and there's all sorts of speculation. Like, do we know that it's Big Boss's POV?
We don't know
We
that
don't
Big
know
Boss
that
is
it's Big
We
Boss's
don't know a
POV.
damn thing, King.
It's a damn setup, gang. It was deceived and left for dead.
I mean, it was a damn setup, King.
Yeah.
That's the question. Okay, so
How's it?
who
Diamond puppies,
who was it a damn setup by? Do we think it was a damn setup by Cypher? Do we think it was a damn setup by
Well, we don't
whoever
even,
this
we don't even know who
Skullman works for?
Skullface is, of course.
Yeah.
But Skullface hates
He
Zero.
appears to hate Zero / by extension Cypher.
But he
as
also
far as
hates
we can
Big
tell.
Boss because he put frickin' bomb in Paz's with the
Yeah.
intention that Big Boss would get her out of there and that it would kill him. So, doesn't seem
It's-
like a nice guy.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, if you honestly did really, truly hate Zero, I mean, and you were
You
some
kill
kind
Big-
of
oh,
insane
that's right.
Yeah, I mean, you would kill Big Boss because Zero
Zero is
idolizes Big Boss.
Yeah, although
But-
like we haven't heard directly. The last comment we heard directly from Zero was something along the lines of, "Go through that door, Snake, and you'll be ready for the last boss fight of the game." I mean,
Yeah.
we haven't actually. He hasn't had a chance to speak for himself in a long time. It's been a lot of narration by other parties.
Yeah.
So well. If there's one character I really want to see in Metal Gear Solid 5, because I just don't think Kojima had figured out that he was going to be the most evil person ever the last time we got to see him at Zero. Because I want to have that same voice actor come back for Zero and just be like, "Hey, Snake, it really things have gotten a bit rough between the two of us, haven't they?
Well, I mean,
Let's try to make things right."
hey, if you're gonna and I mean, perhaps this is what Kojima thought when he was pushing all these pieces together, not necessarily putting that last little sort of bits in place, but like, if you're gonna have a main evil villain, go ahead and make him British. These British guys, those are like, well, I'm sorry, O'Bean, but afraid our paths separate here. Like, shoot him in the head or something. I mean,
I'm just hoping that at the very last minute, all these questions about, well, is Zero really evil? Is he good? Is he evil? He seems evil. And then at the last minute, we find out that he was in love with Lily. And that even though he couldn't have her, he will never forgive the man who killed her. And, yeah. Alan Rickman has become the sex symbol of the century. Playing the oil is... Yeah, Potter.
quickly.
Mr. Potter, now I have a machine gun.
You must learn occlumency.
If you are bored and we don't have another video up for you to watch, folks, just get on YouTube and type Professor Snape has a machine gun. And on that note, I'm going to call it a video. When we come back, we should have Phantom Pain pretty much ready to go. We got to figure this out. We might still be uploading like just random goofing off weirdness for Peace Walker.
Yeah, no, I mean, I now, by your direction, sort of in the overarching plan of how these things work, I have started to put those up one a day. You're going to have, like, I've still got, I don't know, maybe a dozen?
Yeah.
I mean, it'll be done probably before Phantom Pain comes out. And this only ended up being, what, like, 3-4 videos?
I think this ended up being 7 videos. Because,
oh, okay.
Yeah. Or no, 6 videos.
I'll put my hand up on
a couple
that.
of videos. Yeah. But, yeah. Well, but at the same time, I don't know for sure that we won't have... Because we needed to get on Peace Walker up to the point where Paz freaking hijacks your Metal Gear and tries to kill you before we can show this game. However, we may or may not still go dinosaur hunting. I don't know.
Yeah.
But, yeah, but this LP is over. It's a short little LP. If you enjoyed this, God help you. But go and there's also side ops that I did before that are on my channel as well. It's just, you won't have Bobo doing co-commentary, but it'll just be me doing, like, you know, other little things on the base, exploring the base.
If this is your first experience with our LPs of the Metal Gear Saga, depends on whether or not you want to go chronologically. If you want to go chronologically, Metal Gear Solid 3 is on JG's channel. If you want to go by order of release, Metal Gear, the original, is a solo LP on my channel.
And if you only have time to watch one video, go watch the second to last video of Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty on Bobo's channel. Because that features Revolver Ocelot's voice actor rubbing his nips as he reveals the Patriots' betrayal of everyone and everything ever.
God was construct created with Patriots.
You had Fruit Loops for breakfast just as Patriots orchestrated. Anyway, folks. But coming up next, we'll have Phantom Pain. That should be fun. It'll be completely blind. It'll be the first game that'll be completely blind for both of us as we play. Yeah. Unless I just decide, fuck it, I'm going to play through the game before we record. But after that, who knows? Portable ops might be possible. We both, I think, have access now to Revengeance. If anybody hasn't seen enough of Raiden. But we're going to have to call this one.
I was actually thinking about Raiden earlier today, thinking...
Oh, you poor thing.
Yeah, well, no, I was thinking, you know, taken for all in all, Raiden had a real good death yell in that game. That, like...
Kalis made this passing... Kalis is another LPer. He hasn't posted anything for a while.
He did Revengeance stuff, right?
He did Revengeance, and he made passing reference. He might do the Revengeance DLCs. There's actually 2 fairly short DLCs. Well, I shouldn't say short. I didn't get all the way through either one of them. But this is Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes, and it's over. So please come back next time as I struggle with 2 games should be delivered on the same day: Nobunaga's Ambition and Metal Gear. What's a boy to do? Well, I'll record them both eventually, folks.
There you go.
Bye for now.
Good night.